Hi guys, Nerdy Perkins here. Since there is no chapter this week, I wanted to do a video going over a theory that I have. So this is my first theory video I've done. I've done a couple prediction videos and stuff like that, but this is the first one kind of going into a theory that I kind of have developed and thought up. So I hope you like it. I've posted in a couple places. I actually sent it into the One Piece podcast probably about like a year or so ago, maybe a little less than that. And I've also posted it as a thread on the Oro Jackson forum as well. And some people seem to like it there, so I just thought I'd do a video kind of going over it. So this theory has to do with where in the world did Kuma send PX-1. So, just to kind of go over what I'm talking about, near the end of the Sabaody Arc, we see that Kuma sends one of the Pacifistas, PX-1, off to an unknown location using his Devil Fruit power. On the surface, it would seem that Kuma does this to keep the Pacifista from harming the Straw Hat crew or interfering with his plans to send the crew off to various locations that he chose for them. We eventually see that Kuma has sent all the Straw Hats to various locations for specific reasons. For example, Nami is sent to a place with weather specialists, Zoro is sent to Mihawk's Island, and Usopp is sent to a location with various plants that he can kind of take and use as various forms of ammunition for his slingshot and for other uses. So why would that be any different for PX-1? Where would he send this Pacifista? An easy answer would be that he would send it back to Vegapunk, and I don't think this is the case. Now, I'm a strong believer that Kuma is acting as an inside man for the Revolutionary Army. I think that's pretty, popular and pretty well accepted by most One Piece fans. So, I think Kuma realizing that at this point, he won't have his control of himself for much longer once work is done on his brain, which would cause him to lose his consciousness of basically, he would only be able to take commands. He couldn't think for himself. So he is likely in the final stages of whatever plans he has set up to do while he's undercover. So my theory is that he sent PX-1 to the Revolutionary Army headquarters. Maybe not the headquarters, but somewhere where the revolutionaries can snatch it up, defeat it, and use it for two possible things. First, so they can take it apart, learn the technology that were used to create the Pacifistas. The second would be possibly reprogramming the Pacifista to follow the revolutionaries' commands. Now, I thought of this theory when I heard about Oda's love for the Terminator series, which is fairly obvious because of the inspiration of Kuma, which is obviously the Terminator. So the revolutionaries getting their own Pacifista to use against the world government would be a great homage to T2, where obviously the revolutionaries of the future get a hold of a Terminator that they reprogram to send back to protect a young John Carter from the second Terminator that is sent back to attempt to kill him. Now, the idea of a Pacifista being reprogrammed isn't that crazy either. We do see in Film Z, which is not officially canon, but Oda did work on it behind the scenes, that the Neo Marines have gotten a hold of and reprogrammed a Pacifista for themselves. So this seems to be possible. It seems to be possible that someone could take a Pacifista and reprogram it if they have the correct knowledge and know-how, which I'd assume the revolutionaries would. They're working against the world government, and I'm assuming that Kuma has already been passing some sort of information to them about the things that are going into him. Now, I see this as the final act that Kuma does as an undercover agent. I assume he knows at this point that he won't have the ability to help the revolutionaries and may in fact be used against the revolutionaries once he's been fully transformed into a weapon by the world government. So he sends this to them as something that can help them either learn to understand the Pacifistas or be used against the Pacifistas and the world government in the future. This could have even been the ultimate goal that they had by putting Kuma in this position, was for him to send information about the weapon that the world government is creating and possibly undermine them in some way. So this may be one of the last things that he's attempting to do to help the revolutionaries. I haven't found any strong evidence in the manga itself to support this theory, but it's not really that surprising that there's not that much, because Kuma is just one of the most mysterious characters in the entire story of One Piece. So I don't think we'll find out much about him until like the end game, or until we really get more going on with the revolutionaries than we already have had. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So the basic theory for it is that Kuma sent PX-1 off to the revolutionaries to be used against the world government. So pretty straightforward. And that's about it. So let me know what you think of the theory. If you don't agree with it, let me know where you think PX-1 was sent to and why he might have been sent there. So yeah, and leave any other thoughts down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you, hear your thoughts on what exactly happened to PX-1. If you like this video, you can give it a like, put a good old thumbs up down on the video. You can subscribe to my channel for more One Piece theories and predictions, as well as manga live reactions and reviews and anime reviews for One Piece. You can also find me on Twitter at nerdy_Perkins. I post all my videos there. And you can also find me in some other places down in the description below. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, stay nerdy.